Hello there and welcome to day number 15 of my 100-day video challenge of staying consistent with uploading to YouTube and also breaking through the barrier of talking to a video or talking to a camera and uploading a video for everybody to see. So for a long time I hid behind some characters, for those who don't know, on the Moonlight Market channel, and have now grown into the stage of wanting to share more of me, basically, because I am quirky and I do some really cool things, so here we are. In today's video, I would like to reflect on today, and it turned out to be a day where I felt like I wasn't doing much at all. So I feel like, especially people with like ADHD, we tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves to like be doing things all the time. And sometimes the burnout happens, but today it wasn't quite that. It wasn't like I've hit burnout multiple times. Today was just more of a before it happens. So instead of like still pushing myself to do more and more and more, I just chose to respect what my body needed for today and just did chill things. I love doing like physical work. That's one of my favorite things. I still went out and saw the boys, but just more for scratches and loves and that sort of thing, which still adds into bonding time with them. I don't feel that any moment that I'm out there with them is ever wasted. And it gives me an opportunity to take things a little bit slower. And I have mentioned this in a couple of previous videos before. And I feel like for those of us who like have that pressure on ourselves to then like just allow a little step back. I'm fortunate with the business that I have that my work week is like work the weekends and I've got 5 days to do whatever I please sort of thing. So today the plan was to go out and feed the horses after I dropped them off to work. Did that. Then I was going to go out to Kryl and start working on the upgrades for the Moonlight Market shop. And I got to the end of where Tommy was finishing his food and I'm like, no, not today. And that's definitely a luxury that I do have with how things are set up now, or how I set them up. And I found myself still going back and forth in my head, being like, I should be doing the things, but I need a rest. And what I noticed in the time was that even when I was on the couch, I allowed myself time to have a hot drink, have a chill out, I'd still be learning something. Like, I don't have to be doing something very demanding to still be making progress. And I hope that this is something that other people can relate to as well, that sometimes the big demand things can be taken down to something a bit smaller. So yesterday I was talking about the editing side of things, and today I watched a few tutorials on it, and I've actually downloaded a new app to be able to use on my PC, and we're going to build from that instead of trying to do what I did yesterday and try and edit a whole video in one go, because the purpose of these videos, for me to make, say, 5 or 10 minute video with all of the bits and pieces in it, for me currently would take about 3 to 4 hours. So to be able to sustain this on a daily, it needs to be sort of this level, maybe a tiny bit more, but not too much just yet. Because if I tried to do it the other way, I'm going to hate it straight up because it's going to take too much time and I'm going to give up. And that is not the purpose of the episode, the exercise, sorry. So I used that time where I needed rest to do a low intensity thing that still contributes to what my goals are. So my goal is to completely replace the Moonlight Market shop's income and create an online platform that can replace it. because by the end of next year, the contracts will be up for the Moonlight Market at Cryle Castle, and if the castle decides to change, then I need to be ready to change. So in the meantime, I'm going to build the online world of the Moonlight Market and run them side by side. So, like I said earlier, I have experienced burnout before, but now because I've got a lot more wisdom around it, I can do this in a more strategic way where I can accomplish the things without reaching that burnout level. And I feel like that really comes from the downtimes when our bodies tell us to rest and reflecting on what's working and what's not, and really cutting out what's not working. That can be very hard to do when we've got a lot more pressures on us, especially like if we're needing to earn money to pay for certain bills or to buy food, and like there's different survival levels that people are on. So it's a tricky to say that there's a one size fits all, because there's not. Like, none of us are the same whatsoever. I can only share from my experiences to you in hopes that there is something in there that you can take and use to be able to create a new habit or a new skill to be able to alleviate some of those pressures. And definitely, I'm going to touch on this so much, in your downtime, if you're ADHD like I am, you can still do things that don't require you to hit burnout. Like today, I watched a couple of YouTube tutorials on editing. I cancelled a subscription that was no longer serving me, so that's saving money too. I got to spend chill time with the boys, it refills my cup because I get to see them and get to love, And I've also been able to spend more time with Em out in the studio and have a wonderful soup that I got to make tonight, and now watch spooky movies or spooky episodes. We're really into like ghost hunting stuff. It's sort of our ritual of like dinner, close up the studio, dinner, and then ghost hunting. It's like some of our favorite things. Yeah, so I hope that helps. Thank you again for all the people that are sticking around with me, especially as these get a little bit longer, and things will evolve over time, because I am hyper-focused on this with also the longevity focus as well, because I've got till the end of next year. So if you've got any questions for me, please pop them in the comments below. If you know anyone else that might enjoy these as well, please feel free to share. Trying to build up the follower count and the watch time, because that helps me to be able to do this to help you, and that's the name of the game. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.